Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys are having a good day. It is cold in Missouri. Oh my word, it's cold and dreary and rainy, and it's not a pretty day for anything. It's not even a pretty fall day, or a pretty day without cloud cover. It's just not a pretty day at all. So, great reason to be in the studio for just a little while. I just got home from church and got changed back into my jammies, and I have a couple hours before we have to go and work the fall festival at church here. So I thought it might be fun to do another one of the little kind of little gifty treat little holders that I showed you guys yesterday. Peeking in, this is the one that we did yesterday. This is just one of the sleeves that you put popcorn in, just those little like microwavable popcorn in. And it was just, I gave you guys the measurements and just a few ideas about how to create these. You know, I'm going to focus for the next couple weeks going through. I have built a list already, but I'm going through and making a list of some different really quick, easy, inexpensive ways to dress up things that you might give to someone for a treat. You know, the holidays are coming, but really we have opportunity to give and brighten a person's day all year long, not just around you know, the end of the year holiday season. So, you know, these are some things that might be suitable for a person that you're probably not buying a sweater for, or taking on vacation or something like that. You know, your mailman and your coworkers and teachers and things like that. People that you want to give a little something to make it a little bit, but know that, you know, that you want them to know that you thought of them, and make it a little bit more special than handing them a bag of popcorn. So I just thought it might be good to go over a few of those things. So this is what we did yesterday. So if you guys want to see that video, just scroll back down on the business page and you'll see that video as well. But today we're going to work on creating this cute little treats container here. And I have to tell you, the Hershey's nuggets I don't like to eat them at all, ever. I don't care for them at all, but I love to craft with them. And I used to craft with them all the time because they're such a great, they're so easy to cover up and make look pretty. And they're so easy. Hey, Tracy and Cindy. They're so easy to make pretty and to craft with. So yeah, that's what we're going to play with today. And this cute little treat holder, of course, it has a Halloween vibe, especially, but you guys could very easily create this with, just change it out with Christmas paper, and you could have something suitable for Christmas, or, you know, just any occasion, any occasion you might want to give a treat to someone, even just thinking of you or brightening your day or whatever. But, I want to go ahead and show you guys how easy this is. And so I'm going to read off a few measurements if you guys are wanting to, write them down. So, one of the things that you guys will, if you start creating with the nuggets, you're going to need to know the size of the wrappers. And the wrappers are just 1 inch by 3 inch of just whatever types of paper that you want to use. 1 inch by 3 inch. And I just use standard, just, you know, your little Tombow adhesive, nothing fancy schmancy. But the nugget wrappers are 1 inch by 3 inch. And then it's a little bit difficult to see with the background there, but this little topper here is black. Okay. I didn't put my pretty back on because I wanted to show you guys when I did the video what the staples were going to look like before we covered it up and made it look pretty. So you have the little black topper here, and that we're going to be working with, and that's 4 inches by 3.5 inches, and we're folding that. I don't really like the chocolate either, Tracy. I'm really picky about my chocolate, like really picky. There's only just a few brands that I like. So, but they are fun to craft with. I do love to craft with them. Just don't like to eat them. So your black topper is 4 inches by 3.5 inches, and we're folding it in half. Next, I have a double layer here. And again, this going from this far forward, you guys, is all just personal preference. But, my next size layer is this orange here from the Hello Pumpkin, and it's 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. Hey, Chris. Thanks for hopping on, darling. So we've got the orange here, and then the next mat is the orange gingham, and it's 1.5 by 3. And you guys don't have to do all of these crazy layers if you don't want. Like, if the name of your game is fast and quick and simple, you may not want to do all of these layers, but I kind of wanted it to be a little, you know, little cute. And then, of course, the back side that you guys are what we're actually going to use to cover this up is just the same size as the front one here. So we're just laying that one aside. And then I noticed as I got to the embellishing part of this, I didn't have any Halloween stamps. I have no idea how that happened. I really got to get on the ball and get those ordered today. But I didn't have any Halloween stamps. So I just grabbed a little bitty scrap. This is just a scrap from one of the PML cards out of the Hello Pumpkin paper collection. And I thought that the back rat in the moon was super, super cute. And so we just fussy cut him out and pop dotted him, and he looked really darn cute. So, and then the little piece here that we have stamped is 3/8 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And of course we've dovetailed either side. So, and then guys, this little baggie here, absolutely nothing fancy about it. If you guys go to even just Walmart, you can get them back at Walmart in the bead making, like the jewelry making aisle back there in the craft section at Walmart, where all of those loose beads are. You can get these in all different sizes, and I've used them for years with my kits. This is just a 3x4, but you can get them all the way up to 4x6. I believe 5x7, although I've only found the 5x7 at Hobby Lobby, not at Walmart. But Walmart will have your 4x6, your 4x3, and your 2x3s. And so depending on what you guys are actually stuffing inside them, you may want to even grab a different size. But for the measurements that I gave you guys for the topper today, we're using a 4x3. And again, this is just one of those little cheapo zip top baggies back in the bead, like the jewelry making aisle with all the beads at Walmart. So nothing fancy schmancy there. You guys can get like 100 of them for $2. They practically pay you to take them. It's crazy. So that is what we're going to use. So what we're going to do first of all today, and again, you guys, this is yes, absolutely. We don't really do Halloween too much either, Tracy, but I always love an excuse to give treats. So like, you know, Cody, occasionally whenever he was smaller, he would take treats to his Sunday school class mates, and sometimes even he would take them to school whenever he was really little. Now they're kind of too cool to do that, you know. But yeah, we're not all too much about not too much about Halloween, but this would be a treat, a little fun treat that you could give anytime, you know, Valentine's, or even just like a thinking of you thing. So really nothing too fancy about it. Okay, Suze. Oh my gosh, get your head on straight. Woo! My goodness. Okay, so here is our 3" by 1", our little treat, our little nugget wrappers. And you guys can, let's see, what are we doing? These will work. Okay. I'm just using the regular standard Tombow adhesive, guys. Nothing fancy, because, you know, it's not, this is going to be stuck inside a little baggie. If they pull them out of the baggie and the wrappers come off, it's totally fine. And they probably will. As I was creating these yesterday, before I got them inside the baggie, they had started to get a little loose here on the back, because this adhesive begins to force the wrapper to pull up a little bit. But you have to remember, you want to make it easy for them to take the wrappers off, because they are probably going to eat the treats after you give it to them. So again, I've just put some adhesive here on the back, and you're just going to center it here on the top of the nugget and wrap it around. Like, your kids can do this. This would be something that would be fun to, if your kiddos can work a paper trimmer, just have them cut a bunch of 1" by 3" strips of their favorite paper, put some glue on it, and start gluing them onto the nuggets. But this is it just goes so quick, and it's kind of fun to do. I don't really know that Cody's actually ever helped me with this part. He has helped me with some of the treat steps, but I don't think he's actually helped me with this part, but maybe I'll put him to work this year whenever we work on these. Okay, so we have our nuggets wrapped, and see, I'm telling you guys, it's like ridiculously quick. Ridiculously quick. Okay, so here's our little black topper, and again, we mentioned this was 4" by 3.5 inches, and my purpose for the measurements was that I wanted this the tag, the little topper, to overhang the bag width just a teeny tiny bit. Now again, this is just, hey Beth, thanks for hopping on, guys. This is just a preference, guys. You could make this as big or as small as you wanted, and if you chose to go up a size in the bags or down a size in the bags, just adjust your topper accordingly, and that's not too difficult for you to figure out, so you shouldn't be overwhelmed with that. But we're just going to open this up and stick our little nuggets in there, and it seems like all the different sizes of bags, you guys, they're going to all fit a little bit differently. So I tried to find my 2x3s, because I think that those fit the 4 nuggets a little bit better, but I could not seem to find those down in my cabinet. So 4x3s it was today. So we're just sliding them down there and sealing it up on top. And then here is our baggie. And of course, you guys know, oh, okay, I already have some in there. I already have the gold staples in there. Did you guys see the video yesterday where I showed you how to color the staples? Like, I have, I kind of have issues with mixing my gold and my silver, and gold is really popular right now, but I love my stapler, our little mini stapler, but the staples are all silver, so I tend to not use them when I use gold. But if you want to refer back to the video yesterday, you guys can see how easy, they're all flipped over now, how easy I colored our staples. Oh my gosh, they were totally awesome. Look at how shiny those are. Isn't that crazy? So you just color them. My friend Linda, my team member, actually was the one that gave me the idea. I'd never heard of it before. And she said, oh my gosh, didn't you know that you could color them with your alcohol markers? And she was not even kidding. They colored like in a snap. It was just like a quick second that it took to do them. But I did a video that you guys can just scroll down on the business page and see. But now I have gold staples. And so that's what I used today. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you didn't know that you could color your staples with your alcohol markers, there's a really quick video tutorial to show you how to do that just down here in the business page. So if you color them out before you put them obviously on your projects, it works out a lot easier. So I just colored them and then stuck them down here in my staple gun. And nobody cares what color these staples are right here on this topper because it's going to be colored up with paper. But since I'm going to be using the gold, we're going to just staple the gold. So I'm just one quick staple here, and this is not going to be any trouble for them to be able to pull off, you guys. You want to make sure that you don't go too far down, kind of like I did, to make sure that your paper will cover it up. Yesterday, when I did mine, I didn't go all the way down, so I probably should have been paying attention before I did that. I might have goofed it up. We'll see. Okay, no, it's going to be all right. Okay, so we are just adhering all of our layers down. There's nothing to this, you guys. In fact, hang on. I'm going to put this light colored mat here so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Just centering it. No rocket science whatsoever. I am going to use my journaling pen around the outside of this because, well, you guys know why. I'm obsessed with a journaling pen. I can't help it. Cannot help it. I just think it polishes every project. Hey, Joy, thank you so much for hopping on. Thank you, thank you. I hope that you had a good morning at church. It was so cold and rainy and dreary today, and we have Fall Festival here in like less than 2 hours, and I have to take off my jammies here before long and put my regular clothes back on so we can go work the Fall Festival. But I hope that you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon, snuggled up, snug as a bug in a rug. Okay, guys, so we're just building our layers. Nothing to this. This is not anything that is too awful. Not anything that's too awful important. Okay, so doing just a little tiny bit of stamping. This was a sentiment that I grabbed from one of the Cricut bundle stamp sets. I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure it's Flower Market, but I probably should have checked before I started the camera. But it just says, for you from me. Because again, I have no idea what happened. I don't have any Halloween stamp sets. I don't know what is going on with my brain. It's apparently it has not checked into work, apparently. So just offsetting it just a little bit. It's kind of over here near the right because I really wanted the little moon to kind of come down on top of him. So I needed to move him over just a little teeny tiny bit. And you guys know the drill. Dovetails right down the center, remember. That's going to help you gauge how far you need to cut in from either side, okay? That middle cut there is not a necessary portion of the dovetail itself. It's just helping you gauge how far you're cutting in from either one of the edges, okay? So we're just dovetailing the ends here. And again, just for me personally, you guys, the little touches is what can make or break a project. Really, just by putting the extra touches, like the colored staples or the journaling pen or putting the dovetails on the pieces, I think really makes all the difference. And yes, that is just my personal opinion, but I think that you really can add a lot to a project just by a couple extra seconds on a few of these steps. Okay, I'm still attempting to stay on camera. We know that I struggle with that. And like I said, guys, this was just an example for Halloween. But I have several other projects already. They're already cut. The pieces are laid out. The finished project is already done and photographed. And they will be up on the business page. I'm going to try to do at least one every single day until I leave for Colorado next week. So you guys will be able to hop on there and get some more ideas for gift giving and that type of thing. And some of them, the others that I have going on, are for using the Christmas paper as well. So just because this idea here uses Halloween paper. Doesn't mean you can't just change up the, I'm just adding a little teeny tiny bit of adhesive because we're actually going to, the majority of this is going to be held down with the staples, of course. But you guys can absolutely just change the paper to suit whatever theme or occasion you're wishing to gift them for, and you'll be ready to go. Okay, so here is oh, thank you, Valerie. I appreciate that. You bless my heart. Thank you, thank you. So again, guys, I'm using the gold staples, and as you can see, maybe with my lighting, they really are gold. They are too, I'm telling you, I felt like coloring the staples was a game changer. Oh my gosh, I thought it was so cute. Okay, so I've got the gold staples loaded into my staple gun. And again, if you guys are not familiar with this stapler, oh my gosh, if you do not have it, you really, really, really need to get it. It's not expensive. It's only $13.95, and then you can get the little boxes of the 2,000 staples for only $3.50. So they'll last you a long, long time. But the staples are going to come out of, see this little lip here, if I can get it turned. Okay, you see that where it's that little U, kind of the U shape right there? That is where the edges of your staplers are going to come down at. And so all you have to do is just line it up with the two ends there, and you're going to be able to tell exactly where that little booger is going to come out at, okay? See there? So just for a little bit of visual interest, we put 2 of them on there. Totally not necessary, but darn, they're cute, right? Okay, I think they're cute. I don't know about you guys, but I think they're cute. So now we're going to add 1, 2, yay, cute. Okay, so this is the part that is going to look like paint is drying. I wanted you guys to see really what I was doing, and that is why I didn't cut it out before we started. So you can like grab a cup of coffee if you would like, just so you don't have to stare at your phone or your computer screen. And like I mentioned often, is that whenever you guys are fussy cutting something like this, for me, find it much easier. Stand by. Get some of this off of here. I find it much easier to turn the paper instead of turning your scissors, and I think that it just makes your cutting a little bit more, maybe a little more forgiving, and it's a little bit more comfortable for your hands as well. So we're just moving the paper. And it's really quite easy to do with these, a really good pair of scissors, guys. If you are a crafter and you do not have a really good pair of small snipping scissors, please do yourself a favor and get a pair. And if you don't know where to get a pair, I can hook you up. But they really are quite wonderful. And so whenever I cut things like this, I usually will just start from the edges and make a few little, I don't know, V-cuts. I don't know what we're going to call them. I have no idea. But it's going to keep me from crinkling that paper. I'm really particular about crinkling my paper. I know it sounds weird, but I just can't stand to have my paper crinkled. Do you prefer the small tape runner compared to the large one? My hand prefers the small tape runner, Joy, definitely. The large one really starts to get, especially when I'm creating a lot during the day for several hours, it really starts to make my wrist hurt. And I have some carpal tunnel anyway, and it tends to flare up occasionally. And when I use my big gun, it really does bother me. So I have been back to using my my small Tombow tape runner again. Yes. My short answer is yes. That wasn't a short answer, was it? My short answer is yes. Yes, I like using the small one. Okay, so we're just going to add a little bit of foam tape on the back of our bat here. I'm going to get back on, for 2 reasons. I'm going to get back on my mat so you guys can see it, and so I can pick things up with my nails. That is really the real reason why you see me using these different height mats, because I can't pick things up with my nails. Okay, so these little foam dots here, guys, are actually the insides of all of those shaker cards that I have been creating that you guys have been seeing right here on the business page. I feel like I buy the shaker windows and I get a roll of foam tape for free. It is awesome. It's totally awesome. So if you guys are not creating the shaker cards yet, grab you those foam and the foot. I cannot even talk today. Oh my gosh. Grab the grab these foam circles to make your shaker cards, and you guys won't have to buy any more foam tape because you're going to have all of these crazy leftovers. It is just insane. They're already cut for you in the middle and everything, so you don't even have to trim them off from the roll. It's crazy. Okay. So just peeling off this little backing here. Oh my gosh, you guys, the end is in sight. The end is in sight. This, of course, would be much quicker if you guys didn't cut out a PML image, you know, on one of the Picture My Life cards. You could either create, you know, use a stamped image or a thin cut or a Cricut cut or something like that to save you time if you're making these in bulk. But, you know, for the sake of the video today, I thought this was really cute. And you guys obviously know how to trim down the time a little bit. So, okay. So we're going to put him right there, and I think he fits really nicely, in between our staples and our little stamped image. He's super cute. So now we just have to grab there we go. Okay, just a few of the loose sequins here, and I'm using my mini glue dots and my loose sequins and my tweezers. So we're just going to grab him out of here. And you guys know that these sequins are actually the loose sequins that were given to us in our product line to go inside the shaker windows. But I have really enjoyed using them for all of my projects. And so I don't find that it's really difficult at all to just grab them with my tweezers. I have my mini glue dots here, not the big ones. You need the mini ones. So I have my mini glue dots here, and I just put my sequin right there on the glue dot, smash him down so he gets adhesive on there, and then he goes right to my project. So I kind of feel like I paid practically nothing for this great big bag of sequins, and now I'm going to have adhesive backed bling for days and days and days and days and days. So again, frugalness at its best, you guys. Whoops. Probably be helpful if I actually got glue dot on that one. Hang on, guys. This is a little bit easier than I make it out to be, I promise. I swear, I'm just all thumbs and I start fumbling around when I turn that camera on. Oh my gosh. Isn't he cute? Isn't he cute, y'all? Wouldn't that bless your day to come to work and see that on your desk? Isn't that just darn cute? Or like Sunday school kiddos or your neighbor kiddos or nieces and nephews, you know, somebody that you wouldn't probably just have them grab out of the candy bowl if you were doing Halloween treats, or you could just change the paper and do, you know, you could make the little fall treats or Christmas or whatever gift giving things that you guys had going on. So but I have more of these coming, you guys. I'm hoping to do one every single day till we leave for Colorado this week. So please feel welcome to come back and either join the live broadcast, or you can catch the replay whenever it's convenient for you. But if you guys have questions about the thank you, Christy. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I could go back and find probably 100 different projects that I created using the little nuggets. They're my favorite to create with. I just have over the past few years kind of gotten away from using the candies and the chocolates and that type of thing. But this was, oh my gosh, Chris, yes, homemade caramels. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Chris is my convention roommate, and she brought us homemade caramels this year, and I think they're probably going to be in heaven. They're pretty fantastic. So, okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me today. And if you have questions, just post them below or feel free to message me. And don't preface your message with saying, I'm so sorry to bother you, okay? All of my messages this last couple weeks, they all say, I'm so sorry to bother you, but you guys are never a bother to me. I repeat, you are never a bother to me. It's my job to serve you, and if I can help in any way, please just shout at me. So I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later.